Hey, what's going on, guys? Kalamazi here. This is going to be our kill of Mythic Sarkareth. A kill, and then I guess a follow-up video of the kill again. Me talking over it a bit, talking about cooldowns, where we pop them and things like that, because this fight's pretty technical. Off the bat, any weak warriors or add-ons from the fight or anything, links down below, Twitch and Discord for free. We can get them all from up here, Twitter, social media links, Patreon stuff if you want to support there. But yeah, this fight took us about 150 pulls. It was more than it should have been. We had a healer and somebody else out for a night. So we had to like reprog a little bit. We could have probably killed it in 130. We basically killed this boss 4 times. We had a 0.7% wipe with a DPS dead the entire phase 3. We had a hole where we would have killed it, but something happened. It's sort of how this fight goes. But once you get it down, well, the fight dies. So getting into it, this is the build we ended up playing here. Off the bat, we did indeed pull 2 points from Sarkareth technique. We did not play this. Shattable is a very small portion of our damage, less than about 1%. I lost 300 DPS not playing Sarkareth technique. Now, we were playing this because of the fact that we were playing Resolute Barrier. We were trying to be able to cast Unending Resolve on both bomb sets when we went down. We couldn't do it. I ended up staying with it regardless, just in case I had to pop it at some point. But, I mean, either way, I don't think there's a huge loss here not playing this ability. At this point, if you're missing killing the boss by 300 DPS, somebody did something stupid. So, Fiendish tried. Still wanted to play it because Burning Rush and your missions and things a certain bit. Played Profane Bargain, Point and Synergy, all that kind of stuff. The build here, besides that, is just pure Nether Portal Cleave build of of Demo, big Pit Lords, Implosion Cleave if need be, which, to be fair, we really weren't imploding on this fight either, but, or not really a whole lot, a little bit. But, yeah, this is the build we played, all that kind of stuff. Enjoy the video, and after the initial kill goes up, I'll have a timestamp as well for me talking over the kill again, talking about CDs, everything else, and, yeah, hopefully it's helpful.
That's all you're gonna need, bro.
5, 4,
Hope so.
3, 2, 1.
Get ready to gate. Knock back. Bait rest towards skull. Bait press towards outside, everyone clearing here. Shadows in. 3 buffs.
Sick.
Can you see if I clear my debuff nether? Because I DC like during the clear.
You got
You
the
cleared
fire
the
clear.
fire one.
Okay, okay.
One set of bombs. Range can move closer. Everyone clears here. Watch feet now. Stay in a circle. Four, 3, 2, 1.
Gets through a little pause with these imps, possibly, probably, maybe.
Get ready. Come up. Big breath. Melee pulls. Range bait bombs. Oh. Oh.
They are stacked.
Next is knock.
Spelling 2, 1, no.
Bait breast ranged. I'm sorry, Paul. Melee bait pools. Wobbles help with ants. Mages go down. To the gate plus knock. Dispelling in 3, 2, 1, go. Oh. Again. Watch press.
Immune.
Still ahead.
I'm sorry.
Oh, stores outside.
Need a shard here. Gotta get it fast.
Watch the angle and the
2, 1, no.
Bull, you're gonna go down by yourself. Otherwise, get near circle. Going down in 3, 2, 1, go. Come up.
This is like literal hell on earth.
Bait to the left of X for the bombs. Move. Move again. External cactus, cactus, cactus. Good. Watch swirls.
Wasn't the best portal. I think my circles were awkward there, but I don't know, whatever.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
That's what it is. Bosses is like blowing up for sure.
Come into the middle. Beyond star on gate. Personals and rally. Be ready. Well, muffins, you need 1 extra stack. Bait bombs. Move again. Spell ward on Mori. Or Mori.
This one button right here.
Why do we probably need 1 more stank? Curling barrage is out.
Little barrage.
Hide here.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Black hole slightly to the left. Soak it. Watch the knock angle here. There's fools right behind us. And then remember
2, 1.
baiting bombs now. Bait bombs. Move. Go again. Keep mages alive here. Sack them. Look for circle.
Me. Look for new one. See new one. Right in front of us. Yeah.
Get in, get in, get in. Move. I will call when to come up. Go up, up,
No,
up,
no,
up.
no, no.
Soak it.
They're being
Careful.
front.
Don't
They're
be
being
in
front.
front.
They're being.
In front of us.
Get out of
Going
that
down
now.
now.
Bot.
I'm going down.
Barrage is
Done.
out of the raid.
Oh, he's
Get
so
ready
dead.
to
He's so
fight.
dead. He's so dead.
Five,
GG, wrap it up, boys. Come on, wrap it up.
3, 2,
GG.
1.
Good job, boys.
Yes.
Good job, boys. It's over. Yes, it's over. It's so easy. Thank God. Yes. Dude, it's so easy. What if our damage is so bad? Oh, we didn't even... All right, so like I said, I'm gonna try and talk over this. We are indeed. This is sort of a replay. It's a media player. Sorry for the double frame up here. Sorry, that's what it is. But hopefully it's helpful. This fight is pretty confusing when it comes to a lot of overlaps with mechanics and CDs and what you want to do in certain spots and all that. So yeah, hopefully this is a bit helpful. So off the bat here, this is Muffin's Demonic Gateway. We're gating after we drop the bombs over here for the fire debuff. The all of range is going to gate in here after fire is baited. This is my circle. My gateway is over here to here. It's so we can gate after phase 1 ends to the basic drop point and everything when you're going down for your bombs, but that's basically it. So getting into this, it's the normal another portal opener, just portaling into dogs, everything else. So what I found is that you can basically cast Power Siphon, cast another portal, Grimoire, Soulburn, and a set of dogs where you have to either gateway or circle out here. So we go Shadowbolt, portal, Grimoire, dogs, launch that there. I do bolt here because we got a dog proc, but after that we circle out. We cast a bunch of hands. This is the usual opener. We get PI right about here. Now, the reason I circle out here is because if you Soulburn in your opener very quickly, you can indeed theoretically Soulburn again in your opener after you cast your Demonic Circle. I really didn't end up doing it very often, but you can for an extra pet summon if need be for whatever reason. At this point, range is baiting bombs in the outer edge here. We have timers in the middle again to say, hey, bait bombs. And for the big thing here, honestly, you're not going to have Clash Trinket on pull. But once again, this is still where Demo does a lot of damage. With PI, another portal burst, all that. Not the best opener here, not the worst. So a lot of guilds end up actually casting Health Potion here when they take this frontal to clear as range. Muffin and I ended up just casting Unending Resolve and saving our health pot. Now, health pot's a 5-minute cooldown. But at the same time, we wanted to be able to health pot later on, but we really didn't feel the need to commit it here. We could wall, because there really wasn't a great spot to wall anywhere else in phase 1 we felt like, barring the very end of it. I walled here. You can do either or, doesn't really matter a whole lot. We wall here, take a tick, we move out. And for the most part, phase 1's rinse and repeat. If you get a Disintegrate like we got here, you can move in from the range and just, you know, clear in front. I almost die here to these swirlies because it's hell on earth, but hey, you know, you win some, you lose some. Getting back here to bait bombs. The big thing, phase 1's rinse and repeat. You'll see this phase the most often compared to every other phase. We pushed, the threshold we wanted to see was like 68% for a relatively easy kill coming out of phase 1 on the boss, but I mean, we saw, I think, 68.5 in this poll whenever we get to it. Baiting bombs again here. The big thing is not the cheetah head with these bombs, because if there's a limited amount of space you can actually like move around with in phase 1, whenever these fire pools drop, they leave these void zones on the ground, which are active for 3 minutes. If you step into them, you die. You fall through the ground, and that's that. So this here is going to be the last Disintegrate clear, which I already cleared earlier from getting the debuff. We have Link coming down here. You watch your feet. This is the big push in the boss. I believe we pushed around 68-ish% here roughly, which is fine for a kill overall. 69, actually 69, a bit high. So at this point, already gates over here. This is my gate from the pole. So we have 2 markers here, one on circle, one on triangle. The circle is the initial drop point, which is going to happen in 6 seconds here when everybody goes down. Whenever you go down or drop a bomb downstairs, you leave a circle on the ground. If you step in the circle, if anybody does, you fall down, you die. I will say you can Demonic Circle back on the platform if you fall through the hole. It might even happen on this poll, but we'll look at it regardless. So now right here, one thing you can do if you have resources, I don't have them here, you can build a handful of imps on the boss here, and when you go downstairs in 6 seconds, the imps follow you down. I didn't have resources here, really couldn't do it. Hurts a bit of damage, but in the end, at the same time, you can just cast imps quickly when you come back upstairs. But we're going down here in circle. There are the portals here. We have about 5 seconds to gather haste shards and or gather our 3 souls before we have to get back to triangle here. You're going to drop your bomb in 3 seconds on triangle. Everybody drops it here. Move out. Somebody didn't do the mechanic. It's okay. So at this point, you have 10 seconds to gather 10 souls or as much as you can and get back upstairs. You're waiting a second to actually come up right about here. I'm going to grab this for 10 stacks. Refresh. Go up. At this point, we have 10 imps out. This is actually enough theoretically. So all I do is cast Call of Dreadstalkers here. I cast Grimoire. Tyrant and get PI. There's dogs. There's Grimoire, there's Tyrant, and there we go. So we have 11 imps out here without essentially casting any hands in this phase. And this is big damage. This is your Demonic Strength window. You've got the haste buff rolling plus power infusion. You got big damage here. And you have a handful of trinket stacks depending what you're doing. Now, these are the first bombs in phase 2. I think mages handle these. I'm not sure exactly who we had assigned here. Either way, yeah, we have bombs going on here. So you're going to bait the first bomb here. At least most guilds bait first bomb here. Move, bait second bomb so they don't pulse each other, and then they'll be taken downstairs by somebody else. And at this point, you have the first Duress Dispel coming out after this in a second. Both bombs going down here, actually on our Evoker and our healers, either way. Going down with those bombs. We have Duress Dispel coming here, which you can just Demonic Circle out of. We dispel about now. Demonic Circle back down. You're good to go. This is like the moment of reprieve in phase 2, where you're just baiting the breath in 6 seconds. We're baiting it on circle here. You got a little bit of room to breathe, right? So breath's coming here. Now, depending on where your dogs are at timing-wise, there were times that I held dogs for this set here, this Recollection and these ads, but for the most part, we were pulling DPS off the Recollection a good bit. I wasn't even imploding it, I don't think, at this point either. This is just pure boss DPS. You can pad here if you want and implode, but realistically, I want to kill the boss. I want the boss low. So we cast dogs here early, the breath comes out. So this is where the Warlock bombs are, right after this. We're going to get these blossoms spawning in melee here, and this is my cue to place the gateway. So the gate that goes down here is going to be the one the raid takes from this duress dispel. The raid's going to get dispelled. Well, someone's going to get dispelled here. Knock the raid in the direction of the gateway. And the moment they land, they take the gateway back to here to bait the bombs. Now, we're Warlocks. We can just demonic circle back. But nonetheless, this gateway is not max distance. It's probably about 65-ish%. And you have to make sure it's not coming in contact with these circles here, because these are the healing reduction circles and all that. So I placed the gateway here. Move my circle from 4 yards away in the garbage, and this is it. We're gonna get the dispel coming out in a second here. Infinite duress comes out right about now. There it is. So we're gonna get dispelled here. The raid will get knocked towards the gate. Watch them gate back. As Warlocks, we just circle back. So there's the knock. They come back. We're already here. Bombs are coming out now. I am assigned to bomb 1, which is right here. So we're going to dark pack this bomb. We cannot wall this because later on we're soaking bombs again. We cannot wall them both. It's this set or the last set. Last set is harder. You take more damage then. So we're taking this bomb here, preemptively dark pacting, moving away so we don't get pulsed by this when it lands. It's myself and Muffin. So we're going down in the swirlies here. We go down to about 7 seconds of my bomb left, roughly, getting some cleave in here if need be. Just watch your timers. Not the end of the world. But the thing here, we go down, we come back up quickly. Big thing, you want to go down here with 5 shards or very close to it. When you come back up, the final ad is basically dying. And you want to have 5 shards going into the intermission so you can come out with just Power Siphon, Portal, and Blast in phase 3. Now, at the same time, this weak aura here, a bit of overlapping here, no big deal. This is the Dispel weak aura. We have to wait to come up till this is done. When it's done, then you come up, then you can run around and get ready to go back downstairs, right? So we go up fast here, don't worry about stacks. The Dispel's gone already. We come up. We go over here, so the ad is dead basically. So we cast 1 bolt there, luckily enough got it off for 5 shards. So the big thing here, I'm placing my demonic circle here. 9 times out of 10, maybe even more than that, you go down just fine. But there have been times with stacks and things where somebody goes in early, you can fall through the floor. It's happened to me once or twice. You can indeed circle back up if you're fast enough and fall through the floor, and you'll be okay. Do you have to play circle here? No. You don't have to. But either way, so we have no stacks here. The entire raid is stacking on circle, and we're going into the overlap here. The overlap gives stacks faster. We're going to have a raid league call when they go down, which is looking to be right about, roughly about now. We're heading in. There is our stacks, 6, 8, and we're all down. No problems, nobody fell through. Gathering up as many stacks as possible. So this is, my go down here is a little scuffed. Likely I should have actually left the first portal that I took up, which is right about, I think it's this one right here. So I have 1 here, 1 here, 1 here. The boss is about right here. We want to come up somewhere around here. I wanted to take this one, and I do, but it is covered in garbage. What I should have likely done is taken this one instead. But a great thing you can do is place your demonic circle in the middle of the room right here. So whenever you take a third one up, if you're trapped back here, like I'll be in a second, you can just circle right in the middle of the room and start doing damage on the boss. Either way, grab 10 stacks, grab all 3, and be ready to come up when they call for it. There's 1, there's 2. I didn't put my circle here. Sort of scuffed our damage a bit here because we lost a lot of the haste buff, but it is what it is. I noticed it about now, basically. We're going to take this about now. I have to weave my way through here. Should have gone through here, but either way, we're coming around late. There's haste buff calling for PI on the way in. So we go Portal, Soulburn, Grimoire, Dogs. This Tyrant is a bit forced because I want to cast it pretty much right before the second bomb comes out. If you get Black Hole here, it really scuffs your ramp. So besides that, it's a bit of a forced Tyrant with Portal, everything else, Power Infusion, Trinket, all that stuff, and you're blasting. Now, unfortunately, we only had a 2-stack of Flash Trinket here, so it was a pretty small portal. A bit scuffed also because we just literally had, well, we lost a bit of our haste buff, but it is what it is. Boss is plenty low here after this burn, 31%. Now, at this point, we're going to have a gateway going to the outside. If you get the infinite duress, what we did here, if you get duress, which I get, we're standing roughly right about here, as in range of the gateway, but in front of everybody else. So if we dispel and they don't take the gate for whatever reason, they still get knocked this way, which is where you want to go. If you don't have duress, you stand on the gate and you gate basically right before the dispel ends. So you get knocked up and then knocked, or you get knocked up and you gate out basically. Because right after this, you're going to get a soak. So here comes the actual gate dispel. Here's the mass dispel weak aura. We gate out, we're dispelled, we soak this. We're moving left here after the soak, perfect. So the strat we do is that we don't sack any of the black holes. We just hard personal, the one in phase 3 we already saw. We don't sack any of them. So if things are done properly, and you don't have stacks of anything here, or don't take any extra debuffs or whatever, Warlocks, we should have 3 stacks here. I have 4. I forgot from what, but we're fine on stacks here basically. If you have 3 or less, you want to step into the actual like meteor garbage coming out here in a second to get 4 stacks. If you're doing that strategy, you want to basically have 4 stacks when you're soaking this bomb, because soaking the bomb will give you a 5th stack, and you take a swirly to go down for that, you know, stack 5 through 10. So at this point, we have both Dark Pact and Wall here. So we're going to preemptively Dark Pact about now when the bomb spawns roughly. Dark Pacting and Walling before it lands. So we have both active here, take very little damage. We're running over here. Muffin and I are carrying the bombs. We need to go down right about here roughly together. We don't want to like extend stacks or anything. So we go down here, both down, drop bombs. This is also a fast downstairs. Stacks don't really matter. Drop your bomb off to the side, not in the middle of the raid. Grab all your stacks. Grab this again. Also an awkward spot for it to be. Come back up here. I probably should have gone through there, but whatever. We're both back up. Hide for these wins here. Then at this point, after this is over, we're going to have a black hole soak, followed by infinite duress, which is going to be the dispel coming out here. I think I have my circle already here. I do on the left. We're going to have this group soak over here to the left side. We're going to be in this just off to the side here. Now, you do have Dark Pact for this. At least we did. I was not pacting this towards the end. I'm going to pact my soak in a second here, which you'll see. So we soak this black hole. Then right after this, we're going to have the dispels coming out, which I have my circle here. I can circle back in, no problem. There's a dispel right in there. Here they come. We're getting knocked. Circle back down. The big thing here, if you had the last bombs, you're going to have very few stacks here. I think it's 2 from the dispels. 1 from the soak, 1 from the dispel. So you need to get at least 5 stacks because the raid as a whole is going down in about 15 seconds. Everyone's going down. Clear stacks, get the big haste buff, and come back upstairs and blow the boss up. If you had the last bombs, if you're a Warlock, you have to get more stacks here. So we need to soak a swirly here, which is going to put us at 7 stacks, which is a lot of damage, which is why we saved Dark Pact. Now, one thing I will say here, we need to bait bombs. Do not be like me and be in melee. Be out further from this, because if I baited a bomb in melee here, it wouldn't have been that great. And it could have baited on me there. I got lucky it didn't, but be out to bait bombs. But you see right here, I'm taking a swirly stack. I go from 2, I'm trying to find a stack here, 2 to 7, and then I have Dark Pact rolling here. So, and you'll see my health, we get chunked a pretty good bit here as well. I think I might cast a coil here or drain a bit, but as a whole, the rate is going down right now on this person's circle marker. Debuffs are cleared. You should grab a 10 stack here. I got a 7 stack. I probably could have gotten 10 and went the other way. It is what it is. And then you come back up. And as a Warlock, you should be able to utterly obliterate this boss with Tyrant and Potion and Grimoire and PI. I got a 7 stack. Unfortunately, I had a 5 stack of Trinket. I had to get 7 here with Tyrant. This sort of baited me a bit when the person moved with the black hole with the Demon Hunter jumping around. So I moved a bit in the middle of my Tyrant setup, came back in. It's fun times. Momentum, gameplay, always exciting. The big thing here, the boss is already dead. I should have, I mean, we had to move out of this, but like we Tyrant here, and we have everything rolling, the boss is at 4%. So the big thing here to take away, you want to Tyrant quickly coming out of downstairs. If you can build imps in the boss before you go down, you can do it to it. Then you come upstairs, dogs, Grimoire, Potion, and just blast. I waited too long. You can see at the end I'm ramping in damage here, but I also ended up losing the haste buff a bit. I Tyranted too late. MPI was like half rolling as well. But our damage is climbing here and the boss is dying. It's just literally, it died too fast. So, like, we're climbing a good bit here, but the boss is dead. So, either way, be fast on Final Tyrant. I will say as well that when it comes to Nether Portal and Iridius Fragment timings, they're right here. You can Portal basically right now, and you can Fragment in about 7 seconds. So, this Final Tyrant, even though the last one, well, even though the last Tyrant was about 4 minutes into the fight, about 4:30ish, I guess, with Portal, the start of phase 3, you don't have Nether Portal and Tyrant with the final burn here. Some logs I've seen have it, but it's very, very tight and hard to do. I don't think it's worth it. Most just end up Tyranting here. If you get Portal off cooldown before the fight dies, pop Portal and have a good time. The boss is dead. But for the most part, that's the fight. You want to hide one final time here for the Scouring Darkness or whatever, but the boss is dead. This is like the one phase 3 where I had bad damage, and I was so mad we killed it. I was happy we killed it here, but I was so mad we killed it here, man. But like in the end, it is what it is. This loot's pretty insane. It's a kill. The fight's great. Just sort of complicated technically if you're running bombs and things, cooldown usage and all that. Your cooldowns might vary from mine. In the end, I might have missed something in this fight. I don't know. That's what I did. It is what it is. Hopefully it helps. And yeah, thanks for watching, guys. Like the video, like and sub, and I'll see you later. Peace.